Welcome back to level 62 for what is the second part of round 1 of our Transport Fever 2 co-op series. This episode is Jack's episode, his reply to what I did in the first episode. Although it's not much, I don't expect any trenches to be dug.
I was gonna say it's in no way similar at all. It says sarcastically.
Yeah. So I mean, what was your thoughts coming away from that first video? Had you
from your video?
Yeah. Firstly, you must have thought before I even started, you must have had ideas. What
Yeah, I looked at the pictures of it and I was having a few ideas, which is pretty much what I did, but I made sure I just stuck to the one line and got that done, because every time I looked down at my phone, like 7 or 8 minutes had gone past, and
yeah,
it's like...
Did anything that I did in my episode alter your thinking at all?
Well, I actually made time progress, I think.
Yeah.
And I also used the train spacing, I also used the 3 times.
Yeah, we said that in the last episode.
Which I think I let it go over a little bit and I only realised towards the end, but it was so close towards the end anyway that it didn't make much difference at the time I was actually doing the trains. So I think I ended up like, I'd put the whole line in and done a bus route, and I had like 2 minutes left. I was like, I'm not going to get anything done in that time, so anything useful anyway. Just sort of had a look around.
Yeah, so just waiting for it to load in. Notice you've left the in-game music on.
Yeah.
There we are, exactly what we picked up from last time.
Yeah, I can't remember what I did first. I think, get rid of the tips. Can you turn the tips off? Is that a thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Options.
I will do that next time, because they kept popping up and it was very annoying. I think I just had a bit of a look around. First, 'cause the first time I actually got on those. Oh yeah, and I noticed that some planes, the constellations.
Yeah.
Just sort of had a look around and got my bearings.
I adjusted all the resource needs for each city, both yours and mine, to make sure that we'd need everything.
Right. Okay.
So I think we need there'll be at least one city that needs one of a unique good.
Yeah.
So that definitely means trade. So yeah, that will be coming in probably a couple of episodes. We're not going.
Yeah.
We're not gonna. I was surprised. Yeah, like remember I was saying that I thought 30 minutes was too long, but after the first episode,
it's nowhere near enough.
No.
I went with, you can see here I'm like debating what length station. I ended up going with the longest, just because we had the conversation last time, but
yeah.
I just like the future proofing of having bigger stations and not having to deal with it when it comes around to it.
I think my other thing, I'm unsure as well if my stations are in definite locations.
Yeah, well, I tried to get this one in what I hope would be like central location for that.
It's just
deleting some of the town.
Yeah. But all I'd say as well is that might. Firstly, that's probably going to affect. Well, I don't know if might affect your population for the end of this.
Yeah, I thought that, but I figured it would that's just
early
I like it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking as well though. Look, it's not the easiest one to expand. I mean, will it be more than 2 platforms though?
Well, that's the thing is I'm thinking about normally I would have all the lines on separate tracks and all that, but I'm thinking about not doing that.
Right,
apart from cargo, which I'll try and keep separate when it comes to it. But I'll keep I could just keep passenger lines all on the same tracks. I have some plans I thought up, but we're a long way off for some of those.
Yeah. And also after this, after this episode, it's the end of the first round. Oh, you
Yeah.
just the roads there.
Yeah.
After this episode, we can start putting mods in. Or
Yeah,
submit
I've been
yeah.
scouring for some good ones for me.
Yeah, I've not found loads. There are a few.
Well,
stuff
are
on the
we opening yours up to just European instead of just French?
I'm gonna try and keep it French, but
Okay.
if it is that, you know, because I mean the French trains aren't bad, you know, even if you're talking towards, you know, the past the year 2000, you know, the TGVs and
The duplex.
the duplex, the Tarless, you know, that there are mods out there
Yeah.
to support. You
Yeah,
know,
and there's
sort of
decent
French-themed.
like slower trains as well, like the
Yeah, they've got good
SNCF.
locos. Yeah, got good locos. Lots of carriage, SNCF carriages. So I'm not too concerned. Look at that. There's this train line here. Everyone on that train is going to be looking over to a better time.
Well, I did ride it at the end, and I did notice a few things, but look at the end. Yeah, I literally the whole 90% of the point of asking for that town to be put there is so I can have a train line that just sort of goes along the water a bit.
Yeah.
Like,
I was thinking about that. I was thinking that how could you make a passive aggressive transport system? So ways I was thinking about it was, firstly, if you ran a boat up and down the
that
river,
was another thought I had. Yeah, because I've got two on the river, and I've got three technically, so like fairly close.
Yeah, so I was thinking if you were to run a boat up and down the river, not only is that considered neutral territory, and that would be you.
I was going to ask.
It.
I actually was going to ask to do if that would be an acceptable thing to do a boat from the very top one, which is Hastings, I think, to where I've just started down in Dover.
Yeah, I was thinking there would also, let's say I know we've agreed to have a single crossing point.
Yeah.
If we were to have multiple crossing points, having a boat route would mean that whoever was building the bridge would have to make sure, you know, it was high enough and everything to clear that. So yeah, I think you can be a little bit passive aggressive. I'm not too worried about your boats going up and down, to be honest. I mean, if I said to you, "Can I have a boat going from top to bottom?" You know, like, does that really change much?
No.
I think it would if it gets congested and, you know, our boats are getting stuck over each other.
Yeah.
Then there might have to be a summit to come up with a resolution.
Well, we'll have to build a bridge that like dips into the water.
Yeah.
In Hong Kong.
Yeah. But yeah, straight away, I think you're seeing the two different building styles that me and Jack have. You know, he's obviously quite happy to delete parts of towns to just put his stations in, put them the full 320 meters long.
Yep.
Things like that. Like, there's no worries here. My only concern, and I wonder what you think about it, is you've gone for central locations, but, you know, pollution is a percentage that is considered when deciding population amounts. Is that something that
I forgot that was a feature in this game?
so maybe.
Oh, okay. I might have to revise my plans. Yeah, I did not give that any thought whatsoever. I completely forgot about that one.
Oh, that is a crossing there.
Yeah, I thought you might appreciate that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no. More houses destroyed. The poor people of, where's this, Maidstone?
One of them.
Ashford.
Yeah, there it is. I'll learn it eventually.
So this one's just going from Dover to Ashford to Maidstone, and then you take it to London, or?
Yeah, I believe it does end up in London.
But yeah, no, it definitely is surprising how quickly the time passes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just not the way that we're certainly used to playing Transport Fever.
No, we just sit there forever and just play it for however long.
Do like one small route like this might take us an hour, and then we'd spend 30 minutes just watching a train go through stations. I think that's part of the fun. It's like your own little model railway.
Yeah, it's a model railway.
Computer.
You don't have to spend all the money on and
Yeah.
spend your time building and hide it away from people. Oh yeah, the link Well, I figured it was London. I wanted it to be pretty central. So
it's like the reverse beaching cuts. Instead of cutting the railways, you cut the cities.
Yeah, exactly. It's what should have been done. Yeah, I totally forgot about the pollution thing, so I probably have to change it. I might keep the London one central because I like it central, but the other ones I might move out a bit.
Well, you'll just see. I think the trains sort of peak with their pollution in like the 80s and 90s, and then as you get further forward to the 2000s and 2010s, the pollution starts to come down again. So
is there any way to offset it?
Well, it's just I don't think you can increase the percentage. I think it's a negative percentage, regardless.
Oh yeah, I spent some time doing this bit of track because it wanted to build a bridge.
Were you not feeling just a massive bridge?
No, despite what you say, I don't actually always put in a bridge.
That is quite the mound.
So it does become a large mound.
But this is what I mean. This is the thing with the 30 minutes. Is this attention to detail?
Yeah, like I thought about it for a second. I decided to do what I could with it, but I think I just gave it this attempt and then went with whatever it gave me.
Yeah, like in the end, this is quite time consuming. So.
Yeah, I couldn't get around sort of like the mound without like starting all over again on that bit of track, and I just didn't want to. So that is what it become, I think.
Should put those contour lines up.
Yeah. That is too much attention to detail.
Oh, you do at least smooth it.
Yeah, I couldn't just leave it. Went a bit mental with it for a minute or so.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have some episodes where I go around tidying things up and try to do being a bit more attentive with the. But like we say, it's the first episode. You just got to get some lines down. You got to get that spine of the network in place, and that's the basis then for you to build off. But how good of a feature is it that when you delete track, it restores the terrain?
It's so nice.
That was such.
It makes it so much easier.
Yeah, such an annoying thing of the first.
Yeah.
Transport Fever was that every time you deleted, you'd have to cover up your tracks.
It's like your scars from
Yeah. And I think that it can be quite nice sometimes to see the scars. Like if you've had, a track that you've moved, if you played from the 1850 and you're playing it, with, the economy switched on and everything, and you have a track that, has been there a long time, you delete it and you leave the scars, then I think it could be a nice feature. But when you're trying to build quickly to almost compete with a friend, the saving of time by not having to clean up, it's definitely easier.
Some easy track building. Nothing. There's literally just nothing unusual about this episode. It's more or less just what you did on your side,
Ooh,
put on my side.
Kink.
Yeah, I did notice it, and I decided it wasn't worth the time because it had the speed. So
yeah, it's character building for the train drivers.
yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure I put in like the same exact train as well.
Yeah, I mean there isn't much choice with the vanilla stuff,
No.
and but certainly for the carriages, that was the only choice really. So
Yeah.
there's one multiple unit in there. It's the rail car, but that is just not big enough, to be doing routes of this size.
No. Do you remember the issues you'd get with roads before in the old game? Does that still occur?
Yeah, you definitely still get it. But I think it's definitely less now. And the terrain alignment collisions you get with tracks and tunnels and stuff, like it would take half an hour to get like a junction to be built between two tracks.
A bit of road there. Sorry.
Is that going to bother you?
Did I leave? Is that a bit of road I left?
That is a bit of road that is not deleted. Do you know if you? I don't think you're going to go back to it.
No, I don't think I did. I've only just noticed it. God damn
it. It's one of those things where, like, if we watch videos of other, people playing Transport Fever, and you notice they don't delete something, it's so irritating. It's like a smudge on your screen. Yeah, you just go past it there, and you're like, oh god.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna have to change your station because of this. Because I wanted it to do where I just did over two crossovers at the same place, but because of the curve, it just doesn't do it. Because I'm gonna have I think I'm gonna have two lines coming out of this station and two lines going out of London as well. So it's that for now, but I'll probably have to change, move the station and angle it more so it's a straight line.
Oh yeah, a bit interesting.
Yeah, I guess. Now the favourite part of this, signalling.
Again, right hand side running purely for ease of signalling.
It's so much easier. You don't have to be technical with it or anything. Just slap them down. You know they're in the right place.
Yeah.
And you move on.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do next. I think it's going to be probably more of the same.
Yeah.
We're still trying to build that. I think we've both decided that the passenger is going to be the priority for track anyway.
Yeah.
So getting that in first means that then freight can be added to the system. So.
Yeah. Well. I've already made I already know what I want to do next with this line. Without taking off of this line and going to other cities. I've already made the plan in my head of what is next.
Yeah. I think as well with the stations that I built, I'm not afraid to delete them and change their positioning and change their size and things like that. So they're sort of placeholders, if anything, and then they'll be added on when I need to.
There's a street that's just not connected to anything. Yeah. I just noticing all the little things.
You weren't having a good time with the roads. But it is true that the time limit really does,
Yeah, it takes away the attention to some things.
What is your depot strategy?
I will probably stick to what I usually do, to be honest.
Watch loads here and there.
Yeah. To be fair though, this line is going to be the main sort of main line of this side, I think. So I could potentially have just this one be a single depot. Also, just noticed that the track I put in won't be usable because there were signals there. Good line. Damn, you really don't pay. I really just didn't pay attention to some things because of the time.
Well, it's just things you can go back to. Well, what was your thinking with? Did you have any thinking for line names?
No, I just went with what I usually do, which is like the start station, the end station, like
Oh yeah,
the name. I did think about it, but just there's no real like. I mean, what would it be? It would be. Can't even think what the line is called.
yeah. No, yeah. At least that's some sort of
I
different.
mean, I guess it's like half high speed one, half like the local southeastern line. So
Yeah.
right.
Fancy a steam train then.
I did look at the Mallard.
Yeah, I can see you debating that. Yeah, that's the only passenger wagon that's possible.
Just look at it. There's multiple units.
I just think though they're those multiple units. They need to be in a city transport network, not a cross country transport network. Like if that was running from two of your small cities towards each other, it just doesn't seem right. You'd have that,
No.
pottering around a city, but this game doesn't have cities that are big enough that they can have, not that you can build them their own transport network as well as the whole region's transport network.
I think I did spend a little bit of time trying to space this out, but got annoyed because somebody wanted to do something else and left it.
Yeah, it is a worry spacing, just because it's time consuming to get them all sort of lined up, and then if you add in trains later down the line, you've got to do it all again. So no, it definitely would be nice if they, don't know if they if it took into account how long it took for a train to do a route, and then it's spread them out equally according to that. So
it's some features that would be nice, but it's not like the end of the world that they're not in.
No, well, like we said last episode, scheduling, wouldn't be, it would be something that we've always considered, because that then you can have a real flow of trains. You can get them. You can have flat junctions and things like that.
Yeah. Oh man, being able to properly schedule a flat junction would be so nice.
But now it's just because it's sort of the trains go and that's it. It's sort of we're just going to build a flying junction so that
I've had some interesting flying junctions over the time.
Yeah, also some interesting flat junctions. I think with freight, definitely less worried about the flow of trains.
Yeah, freight, it doesn't matter as much. Passenger, I definitely have like not an obsession, but I'm just more concerned about the passenger one being like.
I do think, but in real life, passengers, there's more passenger trains, so it's sort of what it's built around.
Oh yeah, new bus. I'm pretty sure I use it.
Yeah, slowly. Yeah, but it would definitely be nicer to start seeing some of the mods come in, a bit more accurate rolling stock.
Yeah, I need to. What year is this? Actually, I can't remember what year HST was. Like in my head, it's like 70s, but could be wrong.
What was your? Did you for your bus routes? Did you just do what I did, one quick route round, or did you?
No, I did a clockwise. I did a clockwise and then anti-clockwise. I just then it's done, right? I don't have to go back to that bus route for a little bit until I have to add more or maybe put in a new bus stop or whatever. But it's not a.
Yeah, that was my thinking. As the towns grow, I'm gonna have to delete and change the bus route anyway. So I just thought I'd do a quick one to get stuff flowing.
Yeah, so I got bored with the spacing.
Yeah,
and just went into doing buses here. got to sort out the roads as well, which is.
I try and get that go over junction. No, it should be quite nice. Station entry.
I didn't do it in the end.
Yeah,
it looked a bit dumb. I think I did a tunnel in the end because I don't know. I find the tunnels on the roads just a bit the bridges can just look so stupid sometimes. And with the tunnels, you haven't really got to see much of it. So if it looks stupid under there, you don't know about it.
Yeah, just generally quite a more functional building style rather than neat and tidy.
Yeah. Nice easy fast route. So like 4 stops or something. 5 stops.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this map develops. Certainly.
Well, London's a large city, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I really want to be able to grow it out. So it's going to probably be the first one I look at with cargo as well. I just wanted to see how big I can get it to be. Really.
Yeah, of course.
At least the street names make sense.
Yeah, not quite the same as the French street names.
No.
I think that's the issue though, because I think you can set it to have French town names, and I assume with that you get French street names.
Probably.
But then London would have French street names, so
yes,
you can't win. Basically,
can you just rename all your bus stops to La Baguette Street?
Yeah, well, I think that naming every single street individually is something that I will not be doing.
Well, it's attention to detail. That's what you're about. Yeah?
that will be a whole episode, and I don't think that's going to be the most exciting for me or anyone watching.
It's the most riveting gameplay of all time. What's he gonna name it? But next one. Oh,
quite
snail.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not culturally okay, but that's fine.
No.
It'd be like you naming your stations like Teabag and
Gammon
Roast Dinner. Not that we should get. Oh, what are you looking at mine for?
Oh, I wondered how long your line was.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna build through to Calais maybe and bring off at Lille and Paris. So I get two. Well, not sure what I'm gonna do.
I was planning my line into Folkestone from there. You can sort of see that I'm like doing.
Yeah.
Because I want that line to be able to come off both ways, basically. So like you can go into Ashford from one end and be able to go to Folkestone, and go in from Ashford from the other end and go into Folkestone. So I'm gonna have a flat junction coming out both ways to join the same line to go towards Folkestone.
So what? Go out of Ashford, heading towards Dover.
No, yeah. So in that direction, it will split off going towards Folkestone, and in the other direction, it will split off going to Folkestone and join together.
Right.
Because I wanted both lines to be able to go that way.
Oh, right, fair enough.
And I might change that because I might change the station.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see how that works anyway.
But I thought it might be interesting to have that. I mean, to turn those tips off.
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware, but you do know you can select curved roads as opposed to straight roads.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
I'm just noticing some quite.
I did know that I was doing that, but I didn't take the time to look because I was just conscious of time.
So on the screen right now,
I've noticed it.
Yeah, I noticed it in my after a couple of roads I was building that was something that I wanted to change. So
yeah, Yeah, I
So
think.
I'm sure
Coming
that'll
towards
be
the
the.
end because I'm getting on a train. Yeah, and I noticed I'm still at like 3 times speed. So yeah,
Oh,
slowed
right.
it down. And
Oh,
yeah, I noticed that your side looks like I don't know, but from this angle, your side looks a lot more mountainous than mine.
the Alps.
Yeah, you've got the Alps.
The Alps near Paris. You know those ones.
Yeah, all the way up to Calais. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I've got
Um,
like I think I did look over on my side. I have got like a mountain sort of this end of the map,
yeah.
but
I think
it definitely seems a lot flatter.
I think if you look at the map of that we're playing on, I think I've got a bit more mountainous, but your side is slightly smaller,
Right. Okay.
like very slightly smaller. But I don't really know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because if yours is smaller, then things are closer together. Population
Yeah.
is going to find its way easier.
Well, no, it's this train's already got 24 people using it, and
Yeah,
that's about like that's purely because I put it central, so it doesn't
yeah,
have a bus route.
yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for stuff located centrally. It's just also
Yeah, I completely forgot that
pollution.
that was a thing. So that does affect the population.
Yeah, it'll be a negative percentage.
Right. Okay. Um, I think at this point I was just seeing how many people. Yeah, what's all those tips? Trying to see how many people were on trains or something.
Yeah, a fair few.
17. Oh yeah, that was like I went back to spacing out briefly, and then I think immediately got bored.
Do you start that trade again though?
Yeah, I did. I definitely did. I was
Some
just
small bits of road littered about, some
chilling.
very straight roads, some interesting building techniques on display. All right, that must be the end then. Your pause.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm trying to find the population now. I think.
Yeah, got to add it up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've written it down on my phone. What my population is.
yeah. So well, a very similar. Um,
Yeah.
a very similar episode to what I did. But I mean, what else can you do, really?
Okay.
So no, it'll be interesting to see, what it looks like in a couple of episodes' time. When we start to see some real differences between strategies and
Yeah. Between our sites, what is that? Is there actually anything built currently?
there is a tunnel that goes between Folkestone and Calais.
What a road?
A road tunnel, yeah.
Because I did. Alright, okay. And would me putting in a boat from the top to the bottom be acceptable?
I suppose so. I suppose for now it might be something that we come back to, and it's part of
Yeah.
negotiations. So we'll see.
Because
I think
I feel like my at least for now my train between the two like is going to take forever. So putting in a boat just gives them another option.
yeah, no, I will sanction.
Yeah, I just wanted
I will
your
sanction
thoughts
use
on
of the
that.
channel for passenger transportation.
And I'm going to start. I think on my next go, I'm going to start building my infrastructure of building a train line towards Folkestone and in the future going across.
Yeah, well, that'll be good to see. So that is the end of round one.
Does that say? Sorry, those percentages there. Is that all like?
Yeah, that's all the stuff that's taken into account.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, that's the end of round one, and come back next time to see what I have to reply to that.
Yeah. All right.
See ya.